What's poppin' in your lives today? MRace89 here, back at the Williams Grove Speedway for some weekly 410 sprint car action. Last time I was here, we saw Chase Dietz pull off a miraculous win against the World of Outlaws, and then the next night, David Gravel was able to get some revenge and take his 100th victory. We have some drivers back from Knoxville tonight, including Dietrich and Anthony Macri. Macri off of a solid top 5 performance. Taking a look at the track points, you can see Freddie Raymer has a healthy lead over Troy Wagaman, and then behind him is Chase Dietz, who has 3 wins at the track this year. Freddie Raymer only has 1, as well as Troy, so we'll see if they can add some wins to their column tonight. Before we hop into the heat action, 2 quick things to note. If we had 34 10 sprint cars in the field tonight, and during timed hot laps, we saw a weird moment with Freddie Raymer losing it in turn 2. No damage for him, and he continued on throughout the night. For the first heat of the night, Chase Dietz was on the pole with Steve Buckwalter on his outside. Dietz got a strong jump on the start, and there was a stack up on the inside of turns 1 and 2, which allowed last place starting Anthony Macri to charge to 5th place in the opening lap. Macri began to battle with Lucas Wolf for the 4th spot, but just couldn't get by. Up front, Dietz stayed clean and took the first heat. Chase Dietz and Troy Wagaman started on the front row for the second heat. Troy ended up getting a great jump and had the lead going into turn 1. A little further back, we saw Jake Carklin and Chad Trout put on a battle for the 4th spot. Ultimately, Carklin ended up falling back to the 6th spot. But up front, nobody was touching Troy as he took the second heat of the night. For the final heat, Lance DeWeese and Cam Smith started up front. Lance had a clean start and was able to take the lead. Devin Borden made his return to Pennsylvania and began battling Cody Hartlog for the 4th spot, and on the last lap was able to take it. But up front, the Williams Grove vet took the final heat of the night. Now let's look at the 25-lap, $5,000 win feature event with Chase Dietz and Steve Buckwalter starting up front. On the start, Dietz got a good jump and took the early lead over Buckwalter. In the first 5 laps, no surprise, Macri looked strong and moved from 13th to 9th place. On lap 8, he began to challenge Justin Whitall for 8th, but going into turn 3 spun around, bringing out the yellow and ending his night. This set up a restart where Chase Dietz got another great jump and pulled away from Stevie Buckwalter. On lap 11, Dietrich entered the picture, as he was in 8th after starting 18th. A few laps later, Danny took 7th from Troy Wagaman. On lap 19, 6 laps to go, Cam Smith was able to move back into 4th place over Freddie Raymer and began chasing Stutz for the podium places. In the closing laps, Danny battled Freddie for the 5th spot, and he was able to take the position with a last lap pass. But up front, Chase Dietz navigated cleanly through lap traffic and took his 2nd win of the year at Williams Grove from pole position. Now looking at the rest of the top 10, as previously mentioned, Stevie Buckwalter finished in 2nd place. 3rd place was Chase Dietz. 4th, Cameron Smith. 5th was the hard charger Danny Dietrich. 6th place, Freddie Raymer. 7th was Troy Wagaman. 8th place was Justin Whitall. 9th was the 16 of Matt Campbell. And 10th place was the 23 of Devin Borden. And once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning into these videos. Obviously, a big month of Pennsylvania Posse sprint car racing coming up with the Tuscarora 50 and the National Open in the month of September. Very excited for those, so stay tuned to the channel for content on that. Make sure to leave a thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video.